Rhaenyra has lost a son. The Triarchy has shattered her fleet, and now, with the crown slipping through her fingers, the whispers are getting louder. Can the queen, who was promised, hold her fractured kingdom together long enough to strike back? Or is this the beginning of the end for House Targaryen? Welcome back, everyone. Today we're breaking down House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 3, which is set to air on July 5, 2026 on HBO and Max. This episode was written by Sara Hess and directed by Clare Kilner. While an official plot summary hasn't been released by HBO yet, we know exactly where we are in the story. Episode 1, Salt and Sea, Fire and Blood, dropped the Battle of the Gullet on us in all its devastating glory, and Episode 2 is going to deal with the immediate aftermath. So by the time we reach Episode 3, the Dance of the Dragons is about to enter a terrifying new phase. Let's break down what's coming. Episode 1 ended with one of the most devastating moments in the entire series. Jacaerys Velaryon, Rhaenyra's eldest son and heir, was shot down by Triarchy Bowman after his dragon Vermix was harpooned and dragged into the sea. Jace is dead. Rhaenyra has now lost 2 sons to this war. First Lucerys, now Jacaerys. The Battle of the Gullet was catastrophic for the Blacks. At least a third of the Velaryon fleet was destroyed. High Tide, the ancestral seat of House Velaryon, was sacked, and Corlys Velaryon, the sea snake himself, is missing, possibly dead. Rhaenyra was confined to her room during the battle, ordered there by Jace himself for her own protection. Imagine the guilt she's carrying. Her son died fighting while she was locked away, powerless to help. Episode 3 is going to deal with the fallout of that grief. And grief on House of the Dragon has a way of turning into something far more dangerous. Here's the problem that Rhaenyra is going to have to confront in Episode 3. With Jace dead, who is the heir to the Iron Throne? The answer is Joffrey Velaryon, one of Rhaenyra's younger sons. He's around 6 or 7 years old. A child. This is a massive vulnerability for the Blacks. Jace was a capable leader. He was respected. He could command armies and make strategic decisions. Joffrey is a child who needs protection, not a prince who can lead. Rhaenyra's enemies are going to see this as a sign of weakness. The Greens already question her right to rule. Now her line of succession is in chaos. Episode 3 will likely explore how Rhaenyra navigates this crisis. Does she keep Joffrey at Dragonstone, putting him in the line of fire? Does she send him away for protection? Every choice comes with risk. In the books, the Battle of the Gullet changes the war for good. The loss of Jace convinces Rhaenyra to abandon caution and strike directly at King's Landing. Episode 3 could be the episode where that decision is made. Rhaenyra has been playing a patient game. She's been waiting for allies, waiting for the right moment, waiting for Alicent's promise to open the gates of King's Landing. But patience has cost her everything. Her sons are dead. Her fleet is crippled. Her husband Daemon is still in the Riverlands, dealing with his own battles. In Episode 3, we may see Rhaenyra's grief transform into something terrifying. A queen who is no longer willing to wait. A queen who is ready to burn it all down. And when Rhaenyra stops holding back, the realm burns. While Rhaenyra mourns, Daemon is still in the Riverlands, consolidating power. In Episode 1, he defeated Jason Lannister's forces and gained new allies, including the Winter Wolves, led by Roderick Dustin, who delivered Jason's severed head. Daemon is doing what Daemon does best, building an army, crushing enemies, and preparing for war. But here's the thing. Daemon is in the Riverlands, Rhaenyra is on Dragonstone, and the Greens are everywhere else. Episode 3 might explore the growing distance between them. Daemon is a wild card, always has been. He loves Rhaenyra, but he's also ambitious. And with Jace dead, the succession is uncertain. Could Daemon see an opportunity? Could Rhaenyra's grief push them apart? Or will they find a way to unite against their common enemies? The dynamic between Rhaenyra and Daemon is the heart of this show, and Episode 3 is going to test it like never before. On the other side of the war, the Greens are dealing with their own chaos. Aegon has fled King's Landing with Larry Strong, trying to escape assassination. In his absence, Aemond has claimed the Iron Throne. Aemond is a psychopath. He's unpredictable. He's dangerous. And now he has the throne. Alicent is horrified. She made a deal with Rhaenyra. She promised to open the gates of King's Landing and surrender the city. But that deal was based on Aegon being on the throne, not Aemond. With Aemond in charge, everything changes. He's not going to surrender. He's not going to negotiate. He's going to fight to the death. Episode 3 will show us a King's Landing under Aemon's iron grip. And it's not going to be pretty. One of the most fascinating elements of this season is the growing number of dragon riders. Rhaena has finally bonded with Sheepstealer, the wild dragon she's been pursuing. But as we saw in the Battle of the Gullet, Sheepstealer is barely controlled. He attacked ships indiscriminately, friend and foe alike. Then there's Adam of Hull, Hugh Hammer, and Ulf White, 3 dragon seeds who have claimed dragons for the Blacks. They're waiting to ambush Aemond at Harrenhal, but Aemond refuses to fall into their trap. Episode 3 may finally bring these forces together. The Greens have Vhagar, the largest dragon in existence. The Blacks have multiple dragons, but their riders are inexperienced. Who will strike first, and who will fall? This episode was written by Sara Hess, a veteran writer on the show who has penned some of its most intense episodes, including Season 2's Rhaenyra the Cruel and Season 1's The Green Council. Sara Hess knows how to write political intrigue, emotional devastation, and shocking twists. Expect Episode 3 to be heavy on character drama, with a focus on the psychological toll of war. The episode was directed by Clare Kilner, who also directed Season 1's King of the Narrow Sea, We Light the Way, and The Green Council, as well as Season 2's Rhaenyra the Cruel. Kilner is a master of intimate, character-driven storytelling. She knows how to capture the quiet moments of pain and betrayal that define this show. So while we don't have a synopsis, we know we're in good hands. House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 3 is shaping up to be a pivotal installment in the Dance of the Dragons. Rhaenyra is grieving. Daemon is consolidating power. Aemond is ruling with an iron fist, and the war is far from over. The question hanging over everything is, can Rhaenyra recover from the loss of Jace, or has the war already broken her? One thing is certain, July 5th cannot come soon enough. What do you think will happen next? Will Rhaenyra strike at King's Landing? Can Daemon hold the Riverlands together? And what will Aemon do now that he has the throne? Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed this breakdown. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates.